kind of in the mood to start a new project, kind of overwhelmed with how many I haven't finished. So let's do a quick jog through of all the projects I have not finished and see if I inspire myself to finish it up, right? Up first, not the longest project that's been unfinished, but probably the coolest. This unfettered mystery box helmet that I started. I think I got this challenge in the summer of 2024. Whoops. As you can see, I made a little micro macrame antler out of a labradorite. Oh, look at that fucking flash, bitch. Yeah. And then I have all these different like little vines. It's really cool. It's really cool, and I even built up the back of it with foam clay. It hinges open. As you can see, I kind of made the inside a little too thick, so I had to like tear it off with my hands. It didn't come off the best. And it's not done. I still have to finish the inside so it sits better. It's not perfect, but I think it could be really cool if I actually just sit down and finish it. Oh my god. I'm smoking too much before I do all this. I have planned to make horns that stick out of this. It's gonna be very, dude, why am I so hot right now? It's fucking Wednesday and it's 10:47 in the morning. Get it together. Okay. I plan on finishing a set of 3D horns that I've started, and not to toot my own horn, but I've never seen anyone else do it, so I'm pretty proud of my macrame horns. I will show you those next. Here are the horns I was talking about. As you can see, they are like completely freeform. I really like the texture of these. I think they're so cool, and like hand for scale. They're getting kind of big. I want them to be like long, so they're gonna look like antlers. They gotta have some length. It's just taking forever, and I'm almost out of the cord I'm using, so I need to re-up really soon. Oh god, I want to finish these, but I have invested so much time in these horns, but my goal is to have my helmet finished for this year's Renfest, so gotta do that. My most current unfinished project, my mace bag, and there is a fuzz on it. Okay, it's like kind of really cute actually. Wow. Like when I look at this shit, it's gonna have spikes around the whole thing, so ignore this like, ah, she's bald spot, but I think this is like actually kind of fucking awesome. Like I haven't really held it up. I do want to make a version of this kind of like this, my spiked strawberry bag that I had. I loved the concept of my spiked strawberry bag, but I think the cord I used was just way too big for the spikes that I have. So I need to come up with a better way to secure like actual metal spikes. But I think it's kind of fun and unique that I'm micro macrame spikes. Like, look at that. Wow, I kind of like continue to impress myself. Go girl. Wow, this is like the first time I'm like seeing it from afar on camera. Wow. Or it just be a little, you know. I don't really make a lot of home decor anymore because I've been super into making wearables and I'm killing it in the wearable game. Like, not to be that person, but to be that person. They're killer. But then I come across things that have sat unfinished since, well, I started this specific piece when I was back living at my parents' before I moved into the townhome I'm in now. And that I've been in my townhome for 2 years. And oh my god. I don't even want to think about how long it's been. But I started this. It's supposed to be like a fucking sphere. I see the vision, but you have no idea what I'm holding up. You're just like, it's a fucking pink mushroom in some metal rounds. Not even that greatly angled. It's not even that fucking whatever. I think this is really cute so far. Oh my god. I'm gonna have another thing coming up. I couldn't decide if I was gonna do another mushroom frame or if I just want to do like a bunch of like greenery and vines and stuff coming up, and then all of this is gonna be covered and have like 3D elements. It's supposed to be a fucking nature sphere, and it's been sitting for a very long time. And you can tell it's been sitting because all my little details are like loose because it just got packed away into a box and then tossed out of that box. It couldn't fit in the naughty box. I didn't like that. Cut that shit out. This is what I'm scared about starting a YouTube. It's like, I'm disgusting. And I say disgusting things. And it's hard to like hide it after long periods of time. Okay. But yeah, so like this could be really cute. If I finished it, will I finish it? I don't know. Yes, I will. One day, I will finish all my unfinished projects and I will read all of my unread books. I think I've read 3 books on that shelf. So winging it on back to UnfetteredCo's mystery box, but this one is from even longer ago. I don't know the date and I don't want to know the date. So this is supposed to be like a UFO plant hanger, and this is glow-in-the-dark cord on the inside. This is just supposed to be like kind of earthy. I don't know. What the fuck? What is falling out, dude? Okay, I heard 2 drops. I see 1 metal thing on the ground. I think those were my little connectors. Whatever. Okay. Anywho. I like had a lot of hopes for this and then I just kind of hated my execution of it. Whatever, I'm not fucking perfect. Well, for the most part. And it's too dark, but like I have LEDs. These pink circles are LEDs, so they light up. How do I turn it off? There we go. And like I said, this bright green cord is all glow in the dark. So when it's exposed to sunlight and then at the end of the night, you know how glow in the dark works. I'm not gonna fucking mansplain glow in the dark. Oh, it's actually, yeah, so I don't know. I just kind of don't like this. I had such big dreams. I really did. I had a lot of big dreams and then I just kind of lost steam and started to feel like I'm a bad artist. So it went into the very bad, naughty, awful craft box that I have. And here's a better look at the bottom. I wanted like way more. This isn't even like, see what I mean? This is like loose. And I just didn't like it. I didn't like it, but I'm not about to revisit it if I'm being so for real. They were supposed to have like way more 3D elements. Here's a little 3D guy. This was supposed to be really cool, and it wasn't. So, whatever. I told Ryan we're gonna hang it up anyways. We're just gonna put it where people don't really see it, because I'm tired of it taking up space in my really bad, naughty, awful craft project box, because I have a lot of new stuff that needs to go in there. So, it needs to fucking clear out. I've always been a big Ren Fair girl, and I've always wanted a fucking sword, but I don't think the people in my life want to give me a sword because they're scared of my power. So I have to like kind of resort to making my own swords. And so at multiple Ren Fairs this year, I was spotted sporting my very first knife pouch or dagger pouch prototype. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but you know what? I don't care. She's okay. Like, she's good. I just tied her on my belt, and like, you kind of get the gist of what I'm doing, right? It's not perfect. Although, I feel like my other one is better. And my other one is probably in my closet somewhere. I've made like 6 of these because I wanted to get it right. The problem is, this is my chapstick. Okay, I know, it's so obnoxious. This is my chapstick, and unfortunately, she don't really fit. Okay. The problem is, when I do manage to stuff my giant obnoxious chapstick. Okay, I used a different chap. At the Ren Fair. It was strawberry flavored. It was sleek. It was adorable, right? Because when I get my chap in this prototype, it looks like a fucking condom, dude. And the top doesn't even fit. Oh my god. Okay. So, kind of embarrassing when you stretch her out. Kind of embarrassing when you expand the dagger more than it's supposed to expand. But like, when it's just minding its business, it's not terrible. Again, I swear to God, if you're in my comments telling me that this sucks, I know. But at least I'm trying to come up with something new, and it's only gonna get better. So I'm gonna include a couple pictures of me at the Ren Fair with my dagger, and you're gonna be like, wow, that really, really did a good number on your outfit. And I'll be like, I know. I looked really cute at the Ren Fair in my multiple events. Thank you. Now I just need to convince Ryan to get me a real sword. And I started another version of the sword bag because I wanted it to be bigger to be able to fit my big, I was about to say big girthy chap, but I don't like that. That's sick. You're nasty. Nasty. This is what I've started. And I was like seeing the vision. I was just gonna have this like going and going and going until it got to a nice point. But I don't like the way it's already, do you see that? It's like I gotta keep it, I don't know. I started to hate it. And then I was like, there's no way I'm gonna sit here and start unknotting all this to start over because I'm fucking a little lazy at times. And again, if I'm not immediately killing it, get it the fuck out of my sight. Which is a really bad energy to have. Back in September, I decided 2 days before I was going to Minnesota to go to Renfest with my friends, and I was like, I'm gonna make some wings for my outfit. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna go great. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. So I have this, and you can like kind of see where I'm going with it. There's lore there. I'll explain later. So this was like my idea, and it's I'm just gonna hold it because I don't feel like trying to tie this perfectly right now. So I was supposed to, I just don't like how it pulls, but at the back, like when I stretch it out, you can like see where I'm going. You can see the vision, right? I need to add more layers to it, obviously, more. I just, like, this is not doing it for me. It needs to be connected to my arms at other points, I think, because I would like it to be, like, more boom, boom. I don't know. This is called, I get a, like, grand delusion and think I'm this master crafter, and I can whip up fucking outfit together in less than 48 hours. But wait, I can do that actually. See this awesome berry inspired fairy outfit that I made in literally 2 days for this year's Ren Fair. That's the sound of me inserting those photos. I almost didn't include this one because it hasn't been that long, but it has been long enough that it's like, girl, stop playing The Sims and get your ass to work. But in my defense, the only reason this has sat so long is because I'm actually currently looking for the perfect fabric to line this with. Because if I put this on my bare skin, I would want to die. It is my fake chainmail top. I'm actually low-key obsessed with this. I hated every second of making it. I really did. I hated every second of it. But I think it turned out pretty cool. It's a lot better not on my Sleep Token shirt, but as you can see, it's to be like a lace up. Super cute, and it would fit with my chest guard that I made like perfectly. This is supposed to be like buildable armor. I have plans of making like a waist, what is the word? Whatever, dude. Plan on making like more of a, I'm making bottoms. This is my first time making this like paneled side section, and this is the like curve around your titty. Why did you say like that, dude? Anyways, I really liked this. This was a test of my skill. This was a test of just what can I come up with. This was free-handed. I have restarted this so many times, but I also really like the structure on the inside. Like, I just think structurally this is like one of my cooler pieces. I really enjoy watching how my wearables kind of like firm up and have really evolved. I started making like cover-ups many moons ago, and they were very simple. No hate to the girl, but your stuff was simple. Now we're getting fucking intricate, dude. Now we're getting crazy. But yeah, that's all of my, no, not all of them, but that's all the ones I'm going to show you of my unfinished projects that I would like to revisit. Most of them, because they're cool, other than the fucking UFO thing. Dude, I'm just hanging that and putting a grow light in it, pink, putting a little plant in it, and calling it a fucking day. It's gonna go in an area of our house where like people don't really go that often, so I'm not too impressed. But like everything else, I think it's pretty sick. I think it's pretty cool. I see my vision. I know where I was going with this. It's just like, girl, help. I'm having creative ideas above my ability again. So yeah. What do you think I should work on first? Because I look at that pile and I'm just like, I would love for someone else to come and finish that pile for me. But I get all the credit and I get all of the knowledge and skills. So, you know.